What would happen if the all-time plus-minus leaders all banded together to play on the same team? Let's find out. Today, we are back with another theme team. We have all of the all-time leading plus-minus players, at least that are available in the game, just like a bunch of other ideas. A lot of players not in this game. Kind of annoying. Like Guy Lafleur is not in the game. Mike Bossy is not in the game. And then there's obviously way more, but those are two big names missing that I really don't understand. I'm sure it's not in EA's control because I feel like you'd want those two in your game if you could. These are the top 12 forwards that are in the game that lead the NHL in plus minus. We have Frank Maholovic, if I said that right, which I probably didn't. Wayne Gretzky, obviously. Surprisingly, no Mario Lemieux, but less surprisingly when you remember how injury-riddled his career really was, which is very tragic. Like, just imagine a fully healthy Mario Lemieux. I'm playing with Gretzky, Yari Curry, and then we got Jacques Lemaire, pairing up with Brian Trottier and Steve Shutt. Third line, Bobby Clark, Stan Mikita, and Wayne Cashman. And then Jaromir Jagr squeaking in there. Actually, Brad Marchand also almost made the list. He was like one player off making it. So if let's say if Bill Barber wasn't in the game, we'd be looking at Brad Marchand right here. And then Brian Prop to finish off the fourth line. And sadly, there's no all-time Jagr. There's just current Jagr. So he's sitting at a nice 79. Then on defense, these are the top 6 defensemen leading in the plus-minus category for all time. We have Nick Lindstrom, Ray Bourque, Serge Savard, Larry Robinson, Dennis Potvin, and Mark Howe. Absolutely amazing defenseman, Mark Howe being the worst, and he's just an 88. Offense also unreal. Very good team. Very much a three-peat potential, which is something we haven't seen from any team other than our MVPs banding all together. So hopefully that changes today. As for goalies, I went with the highest goals against average. I don't know if they really have a plus-minus stat, so I went with goals against average, and that, of course, is Martin Brodeur and then Tuukka Rask. Like, it's actually crazy how many goalies have an under 2 goals against average, but none of them are in the game, and then all of the other ones leading up to Martin Brodeur are also not in the game, which is kind of unfortunate. Like, I want Dominik Hasek in NHL 23. Give me Dominik Hasek. I don't care how hard it is, you have to do it. I don't know if it's surprising or not, but Tuukka Rask's goals against average is actually unreal. Yeah, good team. Very good team, I would say. 3-peat potential on the line. Don't know how this works, and it's your first time here. We're simming 3 seasons, and our goal is to win a Stanley Cup. Even if we win a Stanley Cup in the first year, we're going to sim the last 2 because we pick an MVP from the team to then bring over to the theme team MVP's team at the end of 20 episodes. Last episode, we did the Wheel of Ontario Players, which was pretty fun. We did not get good wheel luck, however, so our team not as good as it could have been, but MVP coming from that is none other than John Tavares. Nick Suzuki was right behind him in voting, but Tavares squeaked the edge out, and he played better than Suzuki in all the seasons, so it makes the most sense to put him on the team. But no one on that team really shined. They're all just kind of mediocre. Hopefully that's not the case today. 3 seasons to sim. You guys pick the MVP at the end. I also want you guys to decide, do you want to have duplicates? Do you want a player that was on the first theme team of MVPs to be on this one? Or do you want completely brand new players? Because Gretzky's probably going to be the MVP of this video, let's be honest. But he was on that team. So if you want a completely different team at the end of this season, let me know. But if you want to have people be able to be on it again, that is up to you. Now, I'm done rambling. I will see you at the end of year number 1. Year number 1, we are very, very, very dominant. 133 points, 65, 14, and 3. And once again, not a surprise, leading the team, Wayne Gretzky with 91 points, 40 goals. Closest to him in goals was actually Steve Shutt with 31. Defenseman Ray Bourque, once again, always when he's on the team, he's always the best offensive force on defense. 58 points, 22 goals. Plus minus of 47. The highest plus minus goes to Robinson and Lindstrom with 53 apiece. Stan Mikita actually the highest with 46, 4 more than Gretzky. Interesting. Brodeur not doing bad at all with almost an under 2 goals against average and then a 920 save percentage. And right behind him was Tuukka Rask, keeping up, going 23-2 in his 25 games played, 1 shutout. Can't ask for much more from him, honestly. Starting our quest for the three-peat with a good old rivalry on this channel, the Vegas Golden Knights. I feel like they're rivals with everyone in the NHL that isn't fans of their team, but we have personal beef. They ruined our first ever episode. They knocked us out of the playoffs with our ultimate God Squad. We're getting on this time with this God Squad. We win every single game up to game 3, and then we sweep them in game 4. So that's a good start. Seem to be seeing a lot of Winnipeg. I'll probably go back to the East next video. I should be going back and forth every time, but I keep forgetting. We're playing Winnipeg in the second round. Win, win, win. Is this a clean sweep? Are we going to lose a single playoff game Yes, we are. Shouldn't have said anything, I guess. Always after I say anything positive, EA's like, oh, never mind. Let me make you lose real quick. We don't lose again, which means conference finals bound. And it's the good old Edmonton Oilers and Connor McDavid. But are they good enough? Can they stop this absolute unit of a team? No, they cannot, unless they're reverse sweeping us, which they might. Another 4-3. Did we lose both games 4-3 in overtime? We literally did. How about not again? Well, we didn't lose in overtime again, but we lost 5-2. This is not how this is supposed to go down, and that's how it's supposed to go down. 7-0 win in Game 6, which means a good old day with Carolina in the Stanley Cup Finals. Fun fact that you might not know, but you probably know if you play the game, Carolina is tied with Tampa Bay for the highest overall in the game, which is, I don't know why it's funny to me, but it just is. And you never really think of Carolina as being that good, but they actually are. That being said, we sim it. We see if we can top the Carolina Hurricanes in the Stanley Cup Finals. 3-2-1, win, win, win. And just like that, the first year is over. We go 16-3 in the Stanley Cup Finals. In the Stanley Cup Finals, in the Stanley Cup playoff. And we take home our first cup, hopefully our first of 3. The actual three-peat is happening this time. I can smell it. Jacques Lemaire actually had the most points by 2 over Gretzky and then 3 over Shutt. But speaking of Shutt, I'm just saying this Wayne Gretzky guy is obviously pretty good at hockey with his 15 goals, but Shutt had the most goals other than Gretzky in the regular season, and he's doing it again in the playoffs with 12 goals to Gretzky's 15. I'm liking what I'm seeing from him. I'm just saying. Defensively, once again, Ray Bourque always on top in the offense, tied for top in the plus minus. I keep forgetting to look at the plus minus for the offense because I actually care more on this team since that's what they're known for. And Wayne Cashman actually tied Trottier with the top with 11. I guess we played Tuukka Rask for 1 game and he absolutely stole the show. 47 minutes, no goals against, but not a shutout because he didn't play the whole game, I'm guessing. The only thing that makes sense to me, but hey, not bad at all. And then Brodeur, basically the same exact stats as in the regular season, but I think a little bit better. Definitely like a 1% better save percentage. Hopefully we can keep this momentum going into the second season. I will see you at the end of it. A little bit worse in year number 2, but still dominant, still on top of the NHL. 127 points, 63-18-1. And this Gretzky guy makes it really hard for me not to want to see him on the team again because he's kind of good at this hockey thing. 60 goals, 33 assists for 93 points. Steve Shutt back again though, 35 goals, closest to Gretzky even though he wasn't even close to him at all. And after that we have Frank here with 26 and Lemaire with 25. Lindstrom actually led the team in plus minus, which isn't surprising, but who led the forwards? Who we got here? Bobby Clark did. As for defensemen and points, I don't really have to tell you who won because you already know, but I'll show you anyway. 17 goals for Bourque, and he also had 62 points. 4 more Lindstrom on top. Again, seems to be where he likes to be. Martin Brodeur in the second year, not as good as the first year, but hey, Tuukka Rask, 24-1, 921 save percentage, 1.9 goals against average. Absolutely electric in the backup position. And we are seeing Vegas again, very original matchup. It's not much of a rivalry as it once used to be because we keep matching up into them when we have a bunch of great teams, but they do steal Game 3. They do not steal Game 4. I was going to say, if they steal Game 4, I guess the rivalry is back on. But we take care of them in 5 games instead of 4. It's a little bit of extra work involved. There we go, something different. And we lost Game 1 to Colorado because I forgot to hit stop simulation. That's a rough start. I want to see a three-peat from a team that isn't all the MVPs, just once. Just let it happen. 2-1, 1 loss doesn't matter. Only 4 losses matter. And we did not see it. We still only seen 1 per series. Another 4-1 series victory over Colorado. We must face San Jose, which we don't see often in the conference finals. This is a sweep if I've ever seen a sweep in my life. Yeah, they're 1 game away. No offense, San Jose. You just know what it is. It's not a sweep, though. They do steal 1. They ain't stealing 4, though. We're on to the conference, not the conference finals, the Stanley Cup finals against Toronto or Tampa, and it is Toronto. Once again, if you play this game, you know EA likes giving Toronto the simming victories. Let's see if we can steal one from them today. 3-2-1. We take the L in game 1. Big bounce backs. 3-1, 3-0. Game number 4, biggest game of the series, and we win that 3-1 as well. I guess the key is to score 3 goals because you see, the game we lost, we only scored 2. And to lift our second straight Stanley Cup, which we do 4-1 this time. Just a little bit of variety going. Just that easy. Wayne Gretzky, 14 goals, 9 assists. Not a surprise. And then shot only 6 goals, so not second this time. Still up there, we got Frank Maholvik up with 9 goals, 11 assists. Battling out with Gretzky and then Curry as well. Nick Lindstrom, though, actually 4th on the team for points, which means he beat Bourque finally topping him by a lot. Bork had an off year, only 7 points, 3 goals, 4 assists. Goalies, no Tuukka Rask involvement at all, and Brodeur was fantastic. We may have lost like 1 extra game this year compared to last playoff, but his stats were amazing. Like, these might be the best goalie stats we've seen ever in Sim. 934 save percentage, 1.76 goals against average. Compared to his regular season, absolutely amazing. Anyway, one more season, and you guys get to choose who you think the MVP was. We already got our 2 Stanley Cups, which means this 3rd season is the all-important one. Can we get the actual three-peat? Let's find out. Love seeing a team with amazing players actually play amazing for once. It's nice to see Wayne Gretzky back on top. Steve Shutt finally not second in goals, but he's only 2 behind Trottier. I'm really liking the Steve Shutt haul. I want that Steve Shutt MVP. I want that vote to happen. As for points and defensemen, though, Ray Bork, 54 points, 38 assists, 16 goals. Lindstrom with 14 goals. Man, Brodeur is killing it. He had that one kind of mid-second regular season, but other than that, crazy good. 922 save percentage, 2.08 goals against average. Tuukka Rask's worst year yet, but still also amazing. 919 save percentage, 2.09 goals against average. But we're here for one thing and one thing only. Three-peat, and we're starting at San Jose. It should be an easy win, but every time I say it should be an easy win, I lose. Hopefully it's different today. It is 3-0 and then 4-0. No, they did prove me wrong on one thing. San Jose Sharks are not an easy sweep because they didn't get swept either time, and they're fighting back. They're clawing back. They smell blood, and they're not going down without a fight. And they really hurt because we're going to Game 7, I guess. The three-peat curse is real, boys. I don't even care. If we lose this game, it is officially the realest EA Sports curse I've ever seen in my entire life. 3, 2, 1. We actually... No. You cannot sit here and tell me that the San Jose Sharks are going to reverse sweep, not just beat us in a series, reverse sweep Martin Brodeur, Wayne Gretzky, Yari Curry, Ray Bork, Nick Lindstrom. Do you want me to keep going? I can keep going. I will stop. You get the idea. The biggest curse in NHL 22, the three-peat curse. It is real. It is not going anywhere. I am speechless. Steve Shutt for MVP. That's all I got to say. He actually did contribute. He did have a goal and 2 assists. He was -3, though. Even Gretzky was -1. Man, I was pumping up Brodeur's tires, and he did not play good. It's kind of the reason we lost, really. 906 save percentage, 2.75 goals against average. I don't even know. I'm looking for a specific word, but I can't quite think of it. I think it's karma. It's my karma for smack talking the San Jose Sharks over and over again. They finally bit back. Let's see if they at least win the cup. I doubt they're going to. I'm going to sim this and do my outro at the same time, honestly. But can the all-time plus-minus leaders band together and win a Stanley Cup? Yes. Can they three-peat? No. No actual theme team has three-peated yet. This is our 22nd one, I believe. And none of them have three-peated. The only team to ever three-peat was the MVP team, where we smacked all of our theme teams together. Then they could do it. Who do you think is MVP? Basically, vote Gretzky if you want to see players that were on last MVP team back on the second one, and vote for Steve Shutt if you want somebody, if you want players that are new and fresh that never appeared on the MVP team yet, or vote for someone else. Not Ray Bork, because Ray Bork was also there. Vancouver Canucks win the Stanley Cup, if you are wondering. So San Jose knocked us out for nothing. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I will catch you in the next one. Peace out.